would like to emphasize a point that I have deaf culture, that I have had deaf culture. The reason I have the culture is because I have the language. Without the language, you don't have the culture. And language itself is passed down through the generations. It's passed down through family members, mothers, friends, neighbors, and people are exposed to it, and that's how it's passed on. Deaf culture has history. Deaf culture has been passed down for many years. Deaf culture has had things published, books published, movies about it. Deaf culture has been passed down for many years. Deaf culture has history. Oh, forgot. Moving on. Deaf culture has a number of many things, and there's no question at all that it is in fact a culture. Now, just because a person is deaf doesn't mean that they know about the deaf culture, that they're automatically knowledgeable about that. It doesn't mean that. For example, you may have a person who was born in America, raised in America. That person's parents are also Americans, born and raised. They go to American schools, but you look through maybe the family history and you realize that that person actually has French, that they actually have French ancestors, and they may be from South Africa, and they actually are not American, but their past is something different. Oh God. This person who has ancestors from different cultures, they may know only a little bit of that culture. Maybe from their parents' side, they know a little bit more, but they only know a little. their perspective on their past culture, they don't know much. They only know a little, and the only thing they can do to learn more is to socialize with those people, is to research on their past history, to research on their ancestors. That's really all they can do. Same things happen with deaf people. Deaf children are born, they're immediately taught about ASL and taught about deaf culture, but yet again, they don't know what it actually means. They don't know the root of it. They're never going to truly understand it all. Many of the deaf kids, they have deaf parents, they may have deaf parents, but they're attending school with hearing students. And so they don't have the full experience of the deaf culture. They only have what their parents have been teaching them. So it's through teaching, it's through interacting with deaf people that the deaf kids will really become part and immerse themselves into the deaf culture. Now, it doesn't matter if you have a hearing aid or if you have a cochlear implant. It doesn't matter if you have some hearing or no hearing at all. You are deaf. You are deaf. And you're never truly going to understand that and have that identity unless you're ready to do the research, and unless you're ready to dive into that culture.